A famous influencer and a good influencer are not necessarily the same thing. Okay? The most important metrics is actually engagement. There's a very high BS radar online now. You can't fool anyone anymore. Famously, some of the people who've stayed with me the longest, 7-8 years, were hired over one tweet. Impact over influence. Influence is a very passive experience. Impact means this person is actually impacting my life. You need 1,000 true fans to create a brand or sell a brand. 1,000 people who would buy this no matter what.
Welcome to AAFT Unplugged, where we bring you some of the most brilliant minds shaping the creative world. I'm your host Arohi, and today we have someone who's truly iconic with us. She's a pioneer of digital media in India, a trailblazer who turned blogging into an empire, and the ultimate voice in pop culture, lifestyle and social media influence, Miss Malini. Miss Malini isn't just a name, it's a movement. She started as a lifestyle blogger when the word influencer wasn't even a thing. And today, she is one of the most recognized digital media entrepreneurs in the country. And now she joins AAFT as the industry dean of the School of Digital Marketing, bringing her expertise, experience and insider knowledge to the next generation of digital creators. Today, we are diving into her journey, the evolution of influencer marketing and what it really takes to stand out in this fast-changing digital world. Hi Malini, how are you doing?
Well, first of all, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I feel great. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
So Malini, let's start, this digital landscape, the entire landscape has evolved a lot over the years and you've seen it all happening.
Yeah.
What were the challenges that you faced and how did you navigate them?
So my challenges were a little bit unique in the sense that, like we said, I started my career in media 22 years ago as a professional backup dancer, and when I entered this sort of non-existent influencer world, there was no such word for it. I didn't really know that I was an influencer, and I guess my dream was to become a VJ when I first moved to Bombay, which in my mind were the cool kids, or now what we call influencers. And so for me, the challenge really was twofold. One, I was doing something that I really loved to do, but there was no precedent. So I used to have my day job at MTV or Channel V, and then I used to write my blog, which all kind of happened because I was an RJ, a radio jockey on a radio station owned by Midday, the newspaper that gave me a column 17 years ago called Malini's Mumbai. So the blog was just kind of a digital extension of it. I wasn't trying to do it as a career, so there was no real plan. There was no grand plan at the time. But then as it started to formulate and as it started to feel like something real, because we saw internationally brands like Perez Hilton, Just Jared had started to take off, then I started to navigate this world saying, okay, great, now I'm a blogger. There was no word as influencer. But I started to feel a fair amount of imposter syndrome because I was in this world of entertainment, but I wasn't Kim Kardashian. I wasn't a Bollywood blogger. I was, I aspired to be someone like Oprah, but I wasn't there yet. So I thought I was doing it wrong because there was no footsteps to follow it. So I think the challenge for me there was the fact that there was nobody who had led the way or carved the path. But the other challenge we faced was, where do you find a team to help run a digital media company when something like this didn't exist 15 years ago? So I actually turned to social media to find most of my staff. I remember tweeting saying I'm looking for someone to blog for me. And famously, some of the people who've stayed with me the longest 7-8 years were hired over one tweet.
Oh.
So while there were many challenges, there were also really interesting, scrappy guerrilla solutions that we employed. When you look back at it, is that how you would do it if you knew that you were building a digital media empire, as I like to call it now? I don't know, but I think at that time you kind of, do what it takes and you learn as you go along.
So what are your tips to get engagement or how to create a content that will be more engaging maybe?
So there's two things, right? I think that a lot of people focus on the audience that lives in their comments, the ones that love them and hate them. But there's a whole audience that's invisible, silently watching, consuming, scrolling. The real trick and the real virality comes from creating content that those people who never comment cannot resist the urge to share what you have created because it either made them laugh and they want to make their friends laugh, or it made them feel smart and they want to tell their friends that, look how smart I am that I shared this piece of content. Sharing this content is going to say something about me to my friends that I want to represent. The other thing that I try to zoom out and tell people is, we're doing social media wrong. The whole purpose of social media is in the title. Social media was meant to be a place where people socialize online. Now, when you think about the whole content creator world and how we consume it and how we use it, how much of our time as content creators or anyone who's on social media do we spend socializing with other people? Either we're doom scrolling blindly watching content, or we're putting up content and refreshing, saying nobody's giving us enough engagement. Don't be afraid of going out in the world and commenting mindfully and nicely and kindly on someone's post, because I guarantee you nothing bad will come from you going and being nice to someone. No one really responds to niceness or kindness in a bad way because you have made them feel good. Paradoxically, they'll be so happy that you came, they might start following you and start engaging with you. The most important metrics is actually engagement.
So, Malini, now that you've joined us as the industry dean for the School of Social Media, what is your piece of advice to the budding, students who are here at AAFT?
So I think first of all, I'm so happy to be part of this. This has always been something on my bucket list, to teach, to inspire a new generation, because the new generation is what keeps us young and inspires us back. I think, you're going to learn all the skills and the tools that you need to in your classes, and your faculty is more than well equipped to teach you how to be good at your job. What I would like to leave everyone with is a piece of advice to say is, how to be a good influence means being your best self online. Right now, all of us are our worst selves online. And we treat the internet as this toxic place. But the point is, if you think about it, we are the internet, we are social media. So everything that we're putting out there and everything we're consuming is our own doing, and it's not too late to fix it. And I always like to ask people this question: if I said the most valuable currency in the world tomorrow is going to be positivity and kindness, ask yourself, how much are you worth?
Wow, that was really nice. Thank you. Okay, Malini, so now let's switch things a little up.
All right.
Fun way. So I just say a digital trend, and you give your input and your take on it.
Okay,
right?
I'll try. Okay.
So influencer marketing, is it a game changer or is it overhyped?
Is it a game changer or is it overhyped? I'm going to say game changer.
All right. Reels or long form content? What's more powerful?
I hate to say it, but reels have more quick impact.
Okay, AI generated content, is it exciting or scary?
It's convenient.
The next big platform, is Instagram still the king or is there something more coming up?
I think Meta in general has cracked social media on a scale and a level of human psychology that very few people will. There's so much more that's going to happen. And I'm excited to see what happens. But I think that Meta will be a big player for a while.
All right. Hashtag challenges, is it fun engagement or just a gimmick?
So I think that it creates awareness. I think that it's fun sometimes. I think that you have to do more than do the hashtag. Adding a voice, obviously a voice helps, but action is important.
Okay, that was great, Malini.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next segment, and this is the rapid fire round.
Okay.
So I think you're aware.
Yes.
I ask you a question
Got
and
it.
you answer,
All
right? Okay, ready?
Yes.
One brand you'd love to collaborate with?
Hamleys. I would
Okay.
love to make a toy.
The weirdest influencer trend that you've seen?
The weirdest. I mean, there's a lot of weird ones. I think there was a range of them where people were challenging each other to lick their toilets. I thought that was super weird.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That was very bad.
Yeah.
A social media platform you think will be the next big thing we just discussed?
Yeah, hard to say, but it's interesting because Instagram is toying with the idea of, launching Reels as its own platform. So it could be that.
Okay, the one influencer everyone should follow right now.
I would say that the best thing to do is, and this is where you can use AI, I think that you should ask AI to make a list of the top social media influencers in your genre or areas of interest and follow them and actively engage on their posts. Because I can list the ones I follow for me, but they may not be relevant for everyone. So I think this is a better exercise.
So should I answer this?
Yes.
It would be Miss Malini.
Ah, thank you.
Okay, the biggest misconception about influencers.
That they just get paid to party. There is a lot more work that goes behind that.
Okay, your go-to content creation hack.
My go-to content creation hack is to, when I'm not sure what to write about, I go and read some other people's content. And I'll be honest, I use ChatGPT quite a bit when my mind is stuck on how to move forward or what kind of content to create next.
Okay, one myth about social media that you'd love to bust.
That everybody's having more fun than you. It just looks like it sometimes. You know, everybody has their boring days. It just doesn't always look like it online.
So wow, Malini, that was really nice. You did a wonderful job.
And
there.
you did such a great job hosting. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on this incredible conversation with the one and only Miss Malini. From building an empire in the digital world to shaping the future of influencer marketing, she's truly an inspiration. If today's chat taught us anything, it's that digital success isn't just about numbers. It's about passion, consistency, and creating content that truly connects. At AAFT, we are beyond excited to have Miss Malini guiding the next generation of digital storytellers and marketers. The future of content is in your hands. So go out there and create something amazing. Until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep being you. This is Arohi signing off.